Did you know you don't have to destroy your workstations when you move bases in 7 Days to Die? In this video I'll show you exactly how to pick up forges, workbenches, cement mixers, and more, without losing materials, using the land claim the right way. Alright, so if you've been playing 7 Days to Die and you try to move something and you haven't been able to do so, for example, maybe your workbench or your forge, maybe your cement mixer, possibly your campfire, and you're wondering why you're not able to move it, you may have searched on Google or other resources that you just need to long press E or whatever key you bind it to pick up items. But when you do so, it still just opens the normal menu. And so I'm going to show you real quick what the problem is and how you can solve it. So basically, all you need to do is go in here, create a land claim block, and what you're going to want to do is set that down. So I already have one set down here, and so what you do once you have the land claim block set down is you long press E, and of course you can remove it by hitting the X there, but what you need to do is hit show bounds. And what that does is that shows you the perimeter of which this land claim applies. The land claim has many uses. As you can see, the entirety of my base is going to be within this land claim, which was not entirely on purpose, but works out great. So now that we have that land claim placed down, we can walk over to any sort of workstation, such as this dew collector, and long press E, and then press take. Now, part of what you need to do before you can actually take something is make sure that it's empty. So I'm going to take the tools out of it and the dew that it's collected. I'm going to long press E, and there's going to be a little countdown, and you pick it up. And this goes the same with pretty much anything else that you've set down. So it's important, though, that you make note that you have to be the person that set down this workstation. If you're playing co-op with friends and you have a land claim set down, but they set down the workstation, you aren't going to be able to pick it up unless you guys have, like, officially through the game shared, I think, land claims, something along the lines of that. Otherwise, they're going to have to set down their own land claim and then pick up the block themselves. But in any case like this, I can set down a brand new forge that I've made. As you can see, I have nothing in it, and then I'm just going to long press E, and then I can just pick it right back up. So it takes a little bit of time, kind of as long as it might take to search a car, and then I can pick the forge back up again. I'm not going to use my current forge as an example because you may have realized that it's kind of a little bit difficult to empty out forges, and I don't want to have to cook all this clay back into clay balls, so yeah, just use an example there. And okay, so what you can do now is make your bounds go away, and now you'll just be pretty much aware that anything within this land claim you can pick up, and then anything outside of it, which I'll show as an example out here. Oh, let me just turn those barriers back on. Show bounds. Okay. So anything outside of the land claim, like right here, if I long press E, it's kind of hard to tell, but I'm trying to long press E here, and it's just opening it. But, perfect example here, I have another land claim. I'll just set that down, show the bounds. This is now within it, and I can pick it up. And so I'm just going to get rid of that land claim. Wow, that's loud. Okay, yeah, you can't pick up the new land claim. And again, once that land claim is gone, I can't, pick up the forge. But that's pretty much the basics to it. Okay, one other thing that I've noticed that I think is worth mentioning. I'm not sure why this is the case. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. But even if you have a chest within a land claim and it is entirely empty, you can enter a code, lock it, search, what have you, but you can't pick it up. So I'm not sure what's up with that. I guess you can't move chests. But you can move pretty much anything else. Now, something else to note is if you did not place this item, like I mentioned earlier, if your friend placed it or if it just generated in the world as a point of interest, you can't pick it up. You can scrap it for materials, what have you. You find a workbench or maybe a cement mixer somewhere in the world at some sort of point of interest and you want to pick it up, you can't do that. Only if you've created it and set it down are you going to be able to pick it up with a land claim. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope that answered your question on why you can't pick up workstations. If this helped, please leave a like, maybe subscribe. Don't forget to check out my other 7 Days to Die tips and tricks. And thanks for watching.